Hey, North Peace Church family, Pastor Andrew here. By now, all of you are probably aware of some of the new regulations and orders that came down on Thursday, which directly affect us as a church. And so I wanted to take a few moments and just give you a few updates and things that we're going to do moving forward. The reason that we waited a couple of days is we, as your elders, wanted to meet and pray and discuss these things and not just have a knee-jerk reaction on Thursday night. So because gatherings of any size are not permitted until December 7th, we are going to be switching back to online services for the next 3 Sundays. I know so many of us have been enjoying coming to the church on Sundays and meeting in person. And you need to hear we will be meeting in person again. This is a temporary step back to honor the requests of our leaders. So starting this Sunday, tomorrow, we will have our live stream service at 9:45. And you can find that in all the regular places on our Facebook page, on YouTube, on our website. And so I would really invite you to join us online to hear the proclamation of the word and to worship in our homes together. Also, we as a church want to give you as many opportunities as possible to connect online. I know lots of you will say it's not the same as in person, and I agree with you, but it is what it is for the time being. And so we want to give you lots of opportunities to at least have some type of online connection. And so that means that starting tomorrow at 9 a.m., we will send out a link if you would like to jump onto a Zoom call with myself. If you want to just say hello and see someone face to face, if there's any way I can pray for you online, that'll be for the half hour before the service. So if you would like that link, you can always text the church and we'll send it to you. And it'll be like we're in the lobby together, but just online. That also means that all of our programs that we had started up, like senior youth and junior youth and breakout, they'll just take a pause for the next couple of weeks. We want to encourage you to connect online as much as you can through Zoom or Facebook or Right Now Media. We're also going to be starting a Wednesday night online Bible study class. Some of you have been watching the Wednesday live Q&As that I've been doing. And so starting this next Wednesday, we're going to have an online class going through the book of Revelation together. So this will be something that you can watch. It'll be live streamed on all the places we usually live stream, and you can comment and ask questions, interact as I kind of teach through the book of Revelation. So I'm hoping lots of you will join me on Wednesday nights. I know lots of you are asking and wrestling with the question, is this persecution against the church? Is this a time where we should just kind of say no because we're being persecuted? So far, the government has not told us to stop preaching the gospel. So far, the government has not told us you're not allowed to read your Bible or pray. You're not allowed to live stream services. So far, none of that has happened. And believe me, if it ever did come to that, we would be the first ones smuggling Bibles and telling people about Jesus. So Bonnie Henry has actually encouraged churches to continue. She actually pleaded with pastors, continue to broadcast your services. So right now the government is saying, proclaim the gospel online. And has actually encouraged family groups, if you are able to come to the church throughout the week, if you need prayer and encouragement, so you're not barred from entering the church. You are actually encouraged to come throughout the week. Because our church is considered a public building, you would need to put a mask on when you come in. But I would love to throughout the week. If you need to come in and pray and need some encouragement from the Word, I would love to meet with you. So please do that. So we are going to pray for our leaders. And we want to do our best to obey the authority that God has put in place over us. I know that there are a wide range of emotions and reactions to all of this new stuff. I know probably about half of you in the church are extremely upset and you think that this is a massive overreaction and that you wish that we could, take the approach to COVID like maybe Sweden did, for instance, and just kind of, let the dice fall where they may. And I know probably half of you think the opposite, that we should have been locked down and wearing masks a long time ago. I get that. We all have thoughts and opinions of what's going on, myself included, and we're wrestling with these things. What worries me, though, is the amount of bickering that we're seeing among Christians about these things, and arguing with one another, and name-calling, and just language that, as followers of Jesus, we shouldn't use. And I think Satan would love to use this season that we're in to sow seeds of discord and hatred and fear and confusion. So I wanted to encourage you from the book of Colossians chapter 4. This is what Paul said. He said, continue steadfastly in prayer. So would you commit to that we would just continue steadfastly in prayer, being watchful in it with thanksgiving. And then in verse 5, he says this, walk in wisdom towards outsiders, making the best use of the time. Let your speech always be gracious, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how you ought to answer each person. So I would encourage you that regardless of what your opinion is about all of this, that you would have your speech seasoned with salt, be gracious to one another, and commit yourself to prayer. If you have any questions or concerns, all of our elders are available if you want to call them. Many of you know their phone numbers, or you can ask me for their phone numbers. They are open to talking and discussing and hearing thoughts that you have, or just questions about what we're doing. You can also text the church number, 778-400-4549, and we'll try and get you connected to one of our elders. They are more than willing to talk with you. So hopefully we'll see many of you join us online. And as always throughout the week, if you want to come into the church and pray with us and be encouraged, I'd love to meet you at the church. So God bless, and we'll see you on Sunday.